Hello and welcome to your astrological vibrations for Wednesday, November 12th, 2025 by Gaia Blooming. I am Mimi and our energy mantra for today is I nurture the feels that are present and check my motivation. We have another interesting astro day. I had a friend ask me today, she was like, is it going to settle down anytime soon? And I do think from this shifty place, it's gonna ease a little bit. But that being said, with planets finishing up in Pisces and Uranus finishing up in Taurus, these energies are major. So we're working with a lot and we're working through a lot of karmic energies. Today's is interesting because we have the Mercury-Mars conjunction. And as I was looking at the transits, I was like, oh, it's all happening at once. Literally, we have 3 things happening today, and they're all kind of happening all in alignment, all at the same time. So we have Mercury and Mars conjunct in Sagittarius, which is interesting. We have the moon in Leo squaring Uranus, reaching its peak literally 14 minutes after the peak of Mercury and Mars. And then we have the moon shifting. And in this time, we also have a fast-moving lunar yacht, which I think is helpful. So let's talk about this Mercury-Mars. I actually pulled a beautiful card from Shadows and Light, the Fairy of the Highlands, saying it's time to be brave. And I've had that song, I Want to See You Be Brave, stuck in my head since pulling that card. This energy is really interesting because there's multiple ways we can go with this. Mars energy is usually frustrated or passionate about something. And so with it engaging Mercury and these two amplifying each other, there's a good chance that your mind, your communications, you're either going to be communicating about feeling really excited and wanting to move in a direction or feeling really frustrated and just annoyed at this whole thing. This energy can move you. So in that spirit, I want you to be really aware of what you're feeding your energy into. What I love about Sagittarius is that Sagittarius is a place where we can tap into solution. It is a place of infinite possibilities. And I mentioned this the other day, and it's just something that stuck with me. A lot of times when a problem comes up, the same time that a problem is arising, a solution is also being created, in the cosmic balance of all things. And so knowing that could help you in and through this. So check your motivation. And if you're spending so much time in the problem, okay, but do spend some time looking for the solution. Sagittarius is where we take aim. It is the sign of the archer. And so we want to take aim at the solution, at the infinite possibility of the energy rather than getting so wrapped up into the frustration. But that being said, Sagittarius is also a truth teller, and this card definitely mentions that there might be some things that do need some frustrations that need to be spoken towards. I do recommend that you settle, ground, and nurture all parts of yourself before doing that, because this energy could be reactive. Now we have the moon in Leo, which wants us to be heart connected, squaring Uranus in Taurus, and that square, Uranus is very triggery. Our ego can get very triggered in this energy. Our inner child can get very triggered in this energy. Any and all of that. We also have a lunar yacht, a very fast-moving yacht, moving through with this. Now, it's a little bit iffy because part of this yacht is Pluto in the sign of Aquarius. And Aquarius is opposite Leo, but if it was at 29 Capricorn, it would be the yacht. And it's within I have a little tiny 3-degree orb that I look at for yachts. So it really does fit in this energy. So Pluto is a part of this yacht. And Pluto's asking us, can you take your power back from the collective, from this part of the collective that's urging on the drama at this time? And can you look at what your karmic responsibility is? That's the Neptune and Pisces piece of this. the neon finger in the sky is pointing to Leo. And it's like, stay connected to your heart. Stay close to the innocent part of yourself in and through this, even if you need to speak up, especially if you need to speak up, actually. Stay connected to your heart in this, because Mercury plus Mars, while it's not the most explosive dynamic, it is in a fire sign, it is fiery, and that Moon Uranus square happening at the same time. So this is all in like the 3 o'clock hour, 3 o'clock p.m. Pacific time, 6 o'clock p.m. Eastern time. Be aware of your time zone and these energies, because I do feel like it has kind of a short fuse where like it can be like la-di-da, or it might have a really extra long one that it's been simmering. I know a lot of people have been simmering the last few days, so you may have simmered a little bit far. Top of the cards is the stress card. I missed one transit, the other transit. Before I dig in, stress, right? Watch that. But Moon is moving into Virgo at 3:52 p.m. and that's going to help ground out these energies. I do think Sun in Scorpio, Moon in Virgo is a really interesting connection. You might find yourself detecting, digging a little deeper over the next few days. Mental energies are going to spike, and this might activate this Mercury retrograde energy a little bit as well. That's the last thing to say. As Mercury is retrograde, you might find really old stuff coming up to be processed in and through this. And that might be part of the stress card. What are you still carrying that needs to be released? Sometimes the best thing that you can do is also write it out and express all your feeling in a journal. You could have some potential potent positive breakthrough with that. We also have our integration card. Be aware of your shadow. Regardless if your frustration's out there and you need to be brave, be aware of your personal shadow. There is a call to integration in this. We also have the rebirth card, and I really feel this lion roar in this. Here's our innocent heart that we want to stay connected to, but you still got to get that out as well. Have you ever done lion's breath? Is that what it's called? Where you do like, you stick out your tongue and you kind of make a sound just kind of like I do. You might also need a little bit of that in this energy. And if you feel it coming on, please move the energy through. Let yourself lion a little bit, okay? Finally, we are the world. Sometimes I think we get this card just to remind us, like, we're all experiencing this. We're all in this together. Be aware of that. So, I'm going to do, over the next 3 days, the giveaway for a clearing. I was going to try to do something with my Instagram, and I wasn't able to figure it out. So, scratch that, whatever. If you would like to be in the drawing for the clearing, just leave your name and a comment on my YouTube on this video. I'm going to do more than just this video just to give a few extra people a chance if they haven't watched every day. And I'm going to put it in my little thing and give it away because I've been wanting to do it, and I think now's a really good time for it. This energy is a really good time for it. Besides that, you can always book a reading, you can book a clearing, and the better it gets, the better it gets. There is more than enough love in the world for you. You have the power, and may your guiding light be strong. And know that you can trust the process. Namaste.